Alright, so this should be a new 3DS XL from a random person on Reddit. Has a problem with the upper screen, has some liquid damage from some cleaning liquid. And I'm just going to check and see if there's anything I can do about it or if the upper screen has to be replaced. Alright. So I think he said that you can't see the damage when the system's off. I usually just use I use a microfiber with like the tiniest bit of water. Basically dry. Okay, so stylus is out. These screws are gone. Okay. One of these screws is a little bit stripped. Check out this screw if you can. It's not great. I think I got it. Alright, I got the screw out. That is not going back in. Pop these off here. I'm going to take this joystick out first. Okay, joystick is out. So take that off and then just pull the others out. Those are really fun to get back in. Okay. Alright, almost ready to get the motherboard out. Okay, now there should be two more. Yeah. Alright. These are going to be super fun. One. Cable's out. Wow, that has to flip from this side, really. Okay. Motherboard is out. Alright, getting closer, getting closer. Okay, that one's a little bit mangled. Alright, got that one out, not that bad. The hinge is so loud it sounds like it breaks every time you move it. Hey, finally. Yeah, the last one's coming out. Oh, those things suck. Should be able to take this top plastic off. Okay, it's off. Cool. So this is the first time I've ever taken a 3DS apart, let alone 3DS XL, new 3DS XL. And it's not mine, so I'm trying to be very careful. Screen is coming out. Just got some adhesive. And then these ribbon cables are fed through the hinge, which has to be the worst part of this, I'm expecting. Okay. The screen is separated, but not fully off. Cool. Okay, and that's just the exposed part of the screen. That's not like behind anything. This is, I can put my finger through this part. So this is still the part that can be cleaned from the outside anyway. So just have to feed these cables through magically. What is the smart way to do this? Alright. Be right back. Gotta watch Tronics fix. Okay, there's that. There's a little diffuser. Alright, still trying to get this hinge out. Alright, time to watch someone else's detailed video on how to get past this part. Oh my god, I got it. Didn't get it on camera though, but I had to use this Xbox tool. Oh my gosh, we're almost free. And we're free. Bottom screen, bye-bye. Here it is. Okay, this camera cable is behind all of these, getting in the way. Okay. Wow. That is the worst. Nothing ripped. Think they're all good. Speakers over here. And they're magnetic, which is really fun. Camera and frame. There it is. Question is, can it be taken apart further? I think you can get a blade in here to separate this, but I'm not just gonna wing it, so I will be back. Okay, so there's apparently this screen protector glass right here. Should be able to get up with a razor blade, and then there's some adhesive under there. So I got a nice clean razor blade. Got that under there. So hopefully the liquid is just trapped under here and can clean it off. Almost there. Just being extra careful. Alright, got it off. It doesn't look like the damage is on the inside of this part. Oh wait. Is that more than just my fingerprints? It looks... Oh, I can see... I think I can see some of the pattern. Yeah, I can absolutely see the pattern. Let me see. I don't know. I just couldn't notice it before. Okay. I doubt you'll be able to see. Well, actually there it is. You can see some of it right there. See if I can clear any of it away. You know what? That might actually done something. It's so hard to see though. Got a fresh new alcohol wipe. Okay, I think my next thing is going to be to try and hook this up outside of it. Like outside of being fully put back together. And just see what the screen looks like, because I really can't say for sure if that did anything. And I don't have a clue what all the DS requires to just turn on. That's all I want it to do. Bottom screen is in. Might as well plug some of this other stuff in here while I can, if it's easy. Thankfully I do have, I didn't like just freshly trim my fingernails, so. Come on, you can do it. Okay. Oh, you can't see. I'm just focused on getting the screen in the shot. That's the most important thing. You don't need to see me struggling with these things. Battery on, blue light, blue light went out, doesn't look good. Can't get it to boot up. I need to, hopefully it's just that other ribbon cable not being connected, because there's no way I did anything to damage it. Just to make sure the battery isn't somehow dead. .1 volts, supposed to be 3.7, it's fine. Okay, please boot up, please. It's fine. not getting blue light? Oh my gosh, okay. Moron. Okay, this is a different 3DS than the first one because I made a mistake, and when I went to test it after cleaning the upper screen, I wanted to test it before I put it all back together because it's a pain. I put the battery on backwards, which is normally not possible due to the placement in the plastic, but yep, I just wasn't paying close enough attention, put it on backwards and reversed the polarity, and I burned a component probably. I used a thermal cam, and hopefully I'll put the picture in the video of the component that is burned up, but if I can point to it on here, let's see if I remember. I believe it's this guy right here. Right there. So I got a replacement 3DS here that has some power problems, so it might not even have a functioning part that I need, but I'm gonna start taking it apart and just assess like what the situation is. So this one doesn't turn on. Well, the seller said that it sometimes will turn on, but rarely. So that's what I got to go with. Got it out? Okay. Just for a second, I'm going to put this to the side. And now here is the board. Alright, here's the board. And actually, there's the piece, the part in question. It looks like the solder points are under it, so it's a really tiny BGA, which is annoying. Fuse is good. So I wonder if the problem on this one is just on the charge chip itself on the main board. Should be good, means I might be able to just swap this board in rather than have to deal with taking that little BGA chip off and wondering if I can actually get it back on. Okay, let's see the main board here. Okay, here's this. I think that indicator's gone off a little bit of moisture. This, I think, is the charging chip. And look there's more signs of this stuff. And there's actually all kinds of gunk right here. Over here, right here. Ow. Getting arthritis or something. Oh no. More gunk all around this chip. Oh. Definitely something came in here, something like syrupy, I think. It's around this post too. I'm gonna have to clean this with some IPA. Check, make sure it still has voltage. Yep, 4.1 volts. Okay, maybe I can assemble this again with this sideboard see how it goes. The battery on correctly. I should be able to see some kind of a light. Blue light flashed once. It's more than I got out of the other one. Okay, blue light is on solid now. It went out. Blue light stays on for a while and then comes off for a few seconds. It's not a flash on, flash off. CKP TI48W. They're different. I wonder what that KPH component is off to the right. No idea how to test that. But I'm making progress. So, I suspect that chip now. Even though the caps aren't grounded, that doesn't always happen. Hopefully it's nothing else crazy. I have some of these chips coming in, I believe. And I think they're easy to find. Alright, well that's my next step. It's not really necessary to have flux on there for removing it, but I think it helps a little bit. There it goes. The dot is on the bottom left and there's a marker there. Okay, cool. So normally you would let the board cool down, but I'm very impatient, so usually the values will be close to correct and approaching correct slowly as it cools down. You'll see the numbers changing. Okay, something else that's been bothering me is I can't read the values of any of these resistors that are around this chip. So I'm going to take one off and try to read it. I'm getting open line on all of them, so that just seems weird to me. So let's see if that's actually the case. How in the world? All the resistors are gone? It could be. I'm just going to fully take this out just to make sure I'm not crazy. Okay. I mean, and even if these are all screwed up too, then still there's a problem with that, possibly with that KPH component, whatever that is. I think, anyway. I have to make sure I get a tiny bit of pressure on there and not fling it off into outer space. Okay, I got pressure. I think it is actually open. How in the world? Yeah, that resistor, from my understanding, that's what I've seen some diagrams people have marked what their value should be. And it's black like a resistor. It's open. That just seems crazy. I guess there's a lot more that I need to learn I'm gonna double check the other board. I can't remember if I checked those resistors. They're all gone as well. Wow. All the resistors on the other 3DS and all the resistors on this one are gone. Pressing hard enough, if there's a coating or something, I've gotten through it. Even we know that I'm touching there, which is connected to there. Nothing. You can see a little indent on the solder pad. I think the diode's fine. I don't know about this kph thing. I need to figure out what that is, and I need to get some resistors. Just a lot of things that I don't know. There's been a couple developments. First one, I made a pretty big mistake. So, go over to resistance here. There's a little thing called auto range, and I didn't have it on. So, trying to measure all these resistors showing up open line, just completely wrong. They're fine. This board, by the way, this is a new board. A working board I got from iFixit just to help me. So, let's actually show you with the board. This is the board I've been working on. 10K. 1.1K. And 67.5K. This one 1.9 or 2K. The resistors are fine. So, and the chip seems to be fine. I don't know that it's fine. The other thing is, now that I have this working board, I'm able to work off the knowing that it's working and use that as an example of how things should act when only the sideboard and the main board are connected, when everything else is disconnected. Pin 1 bottom left, pin 1 bottom right on this guy. Sorry if you can hear my neighbors, they are crazy. Okay, and then I just gotta put that resistor back. Alright, so that resistor is gone, just doesn't exist anymore. Tried to find it, and it is gone completely. It does not exist anymore. Keep seeing little bits of stuff that I think might be it, but I gotta stop. It's driving me crazy. Okay, looks like it's sitting nicely. Now let's press down. Okay, looks pretty good. Let me check for some shorts. Ground. Yep. I have a shorted cap right here. It's a dead short. That's probably not going to clear the short. Wow. It's the coil? I destroyed the coil? Is this like enamel coated wire that I caused to join because I overheated it? Okay. Short. Gone. Wow. Okay. That is dead now. Let's grab another one. Okay, that's on there. Okay. Do we have a short? Nope. Short is gone. Cool. Alright, I'm just gonna try and put this one back together the most I can and see what happens. Alright, that's not gonna boot. Let's just swap out the motherboard completely. I still don't get anything on the screen. With the good motherboard. Okay, that goes connectors up, apparently. On both of these I had connected incorrectly. Okay, that's worth noting. Power on. Oh! Heard a speaker pop. I don't know if it's on though. I don't want to break that. Okay, try again. Okay, blue light for a few seconds, speaker pops, and it turns off. Battery time. Battery's in. Let's see if I can prop the screen up. Pop, and it's off. Okay, I can't believe it. So I watched some videos and I learned exactly what's required to be plugged in for the 3DS to boot. I couldn't find a video on 3DS, the new 3DS at XL, but for the old 3DS, the popping sound problem was you needed to reseat certain cables, and people were saying it's different cables or whatever, but one person really seemed like they knew what they were talking about. And they said that it's one of three things, most likely the speaker cable right here that attaches on the underside here is just loose or damaged from the hinge moving. That popping sound and turning off could be due to these two little cables that are also plugged in on that little speaker board, as well as the backlight for the top screen or the bottom screen. So I'm not sure which cable that is, but I plugged in all the little tiny cables that could be the backlight. I got the 3DS to boot off of the iFixit motherboard. The bottom screen showed up. I left the top screen unplugged. There it is. Hopefully you can see it. Wow. Finally, positive progress. So now I know that these components are working. This board works for sure. This left board works for sure. Now I know what's minimally required. I'm gonna pop in the not working board and see how far I can get with that. With all these same little cables plugged in. And you don't need the actual display cable for the bottom screen plugged in. I just had it in just so I can show you. Also, you can just look for the backlight on the top or bottom screen or both. See if that comes on. And see if the light stays on like the DS is still booted to the OS. Okay. That's everything. So I know the speaker cable's good. Just needed to be plugged in properly, and it's very finicky, and the contacts go upwards, not facing a PCB. Okay. Here's the board I've been working on. And once this is done, I'm going to have a lot of editing to do. I'm probably just going to cut out 90% of this. Got a blue light. Oh my god, it booted. And this one is modded. It just said it booted from CTR NAND from B9S or something like that. I can't remember, the boot 9 strap or something. That's a mod. Okay. Now I'm curious if the top screen is good. So the left board was the problem, plus these fiddly, ridiculous ribbon cables. They're a pain to deal with. They break from the hinge moving. I don't know what other options there are, but it'd be great if they figured that out. And there's like 5 different types of little clips in here. Some you have to flip up one way, some the other. Some you don't flip up. If you try to, you break them. These ones, they don't flip up. Already broke one on the new board. Like, instead of waiting for my replacement chips to come in from China, I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna use one from my spare board. That could also be bad, I don't know. So unless it works, it's not gonna tell me anything. But let's just take this one off first. Okay. Alright, here we go. I have a charging light. I have an orange charging light. It's still on. Are you kidding me? I think I got it going now. Charging's fixed. It boots. Just need a top screen. And I'm waiting for that still from China. Yay, something actually worked. That is great. That's great news. Now I'm fully booting, fully charging board. Alright, finally got the new top screen in. Gotta see how this goes. Wait. Are you kidding me? This is not right at all. God, are you kidding me? Here's the top screen. Here's what I'm assuming is the bottom screen. Alright. Let me just verify that I didn't make a mistake when I ordered this. And this is coming from China, so it's gonna take another month. Oh man. They also mess up another very minor thing, the number of connectors I ordered for some other stuff. Wow. Great. Alright, the audio is probably going to be pretty bad on this, but that's all we got right now. So, got the new screen. I'm going to hook it up and hopefully it works. Fingers crossed. The magnetic speakers are really annoying. I got my positives and negatives figured out this time. We got bottom screen. I'm not seeing a top screen. That just happened. Gotta press start. Oh my god, we have a top screen. Top screen's working. Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm super happy and blurry. Oh my gosh. It's working. It is working. Okay. I can actually put this back together. Man. That is amazing. That is awesome. I still have a lot of hard Parts to go though, getting that ribbon cable through there, getting everything back in place, not forgetting little pieces. Oh my gosh. I've got the original screen working. What? And it looks good? I think this is the IPS screen. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'm gonna put it back together with this screen. I can't believe I got his original screen working. I just must have had the ribbon cable a little loose. I hate these ribbon cables. They're super crappy. Also, some of them are one way and some are flipped the other way. It's not all like pins up or pins down. It's a little bit of nonsense. I had to deal with this nightmare. Wonder how they do this at the factory. They probably have the best tool, or just they've done it so many times that it takes them 1 second. Or a machine does it, probably. Oh, I need to resolder that speaker wire. Great. It came off. Okay. Speaker goes in first. Pins facing up. And then the pins face down on the upper screen LCD connector. The curved part, if you're looking down at the connector, the curved part goes to the left. The curved side. This is not a relaxing repair. There it is. It's so awkward to show you, but there it is. And who plays with that position? It's like 90 degrees. Okay. Top screen works. L and R work. ZL, ZR work. Okay. Does it charge? Let's see if we get a charge light. We got a charge light. Okay. And I heard, let's make sure both speakers. Okay, both speakers are working. Okay. D-pad works. Analog works. The nub, that works. A, B, Y works. What about X? I don't know how to test X. Let's see, is there button testing area? System settings. Obviously, touchpad works. Test the mic. Test. Yes. Sound. Sounds working. .3D is working. Top screen looks great, by the way. 3D is working great. Oh, the rear camera's working. turn off 3D. Well, 3D's working. Now let's switch to the front camera is working. And back camera's working. 3D's working on it. Great. I think that's everything besides the start and select and X. I don't know. I'd have to start some kind of a game. Oh, start works. Okay, I'm going to assume that X works because I don't know where I can test it. Wow, I can't believe finally successfully completed this. There we go. Awesome.